Dude, I'm so stressed out in some way of all that's happening right now. There is so much that is changing. There was this Joey Diaz episode 20, I think, about Uncle Joey's joint, episode 20, about how cutting the umbilical cord, and moving on. And it's kind of beautiful because I feel like that's kind of a good metaphor for what I'm experiencing. And the transitions in my life have always been extremely challenging. When I first moved from Iraq to Jordan in 2003, when the war first happened, or whatever you want to describe that. It was so challenging in every way, mentally, emotionally, physically. I was getting bullied. We first moved to a very we didn't understand the city. We had just moved there, me and my mom. My mom hadn't really been to Jordan as much before, especially not on her own. This is the first time she really travels by herself or moves by herself for sure. So we didn't know, and we moved into a neighborhood that was kind of not doing the best, and went to a school that was very rough too. So physically, I was extremely just a lot of violence. Not super bad, but bad enough where I have a lot of that first 6 months sort of blacked out. My first year, almost, or six months, I think, almost blacked out. Like I'm barely able to remember really what happened. But the other years, it's so much easier. Like I actually have memory clearly. But yeah. It's okay. And then the language difference was amazing. It's both Arabic, but having to speak a different accent was so challenging and didn't really allow me to adjust easily, because I didn't even understand what people were saying. I was trying, even the food, the words people have for food. As a little kid, that was so challenging because I would want to explain to my friends what I was eating, or ask them what they were eating, if I liked it or didn't like all this type of stuff. And like they would say words, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was like, so. And then coming to Canada was also very, very challenging. The language was less of a barrier, actually, which is hilarious. Because I was already pretty okay at English. But the culture was, socially, the culture was challenging. Because I was used to something that I wasn't able to find. And I'm slowly starting to kind of understand how this one works right now. It takes me like 7 years apparently to like figure it out. Maybe that's how long it's gonna take to make this YouTube fucking channel worth more than my shit right now. Because like fuck, man. Yeah. So it feels like one of these types of big changes, and feels like these big changes can be very challenging in some crazy way. So it's exciting and it's sobering, and I feel like there's some crazy shit happening in the world right now, and I'm very excited for what's coming because I have a feeling a lot of really fucking cool shit about to fucking happen in the next couple of years ish. I love you.